friends, this is Karen from Blue Rooster Farm, and today I am going to be showing you how to make homemade peanut butter. Now, not only is this super easy and fast to make, but it is healthier for you and it costs only a fraction of what you're going to pay for it at the store. So if you want to know how to make peanut butter, stick around and I will show you. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around. I'm in my kitchen today because I am going through sticker shock right now. Our family loves peanut butter, but we're kind of peanut butter snobs. We like the all-natural Smuckers because there's nothing in it but peanuts. And so we're always purchasing Smuckers, and we get the chunky because my husband prefers the chunky. He eats a ton of this. He eats it for breakfast, he eats it for lunch, always putting it on his oatmeal, whatever. So we keep it on hand and we usually stock it in our pantry. Well, I guess our pantry was getting low on it. And so my husband the other day said, would you mind getting some jars of Smuckers while you're at the grocery store? And I said, sure. So I went to pick up our Smuckers peanut butter, and this is now $6.28 a jar. Now, it's not been but a few years back that I was buying 2 of these for $5. They were like $2.50 a jar. And I was already thinking, that's kind of expensive because the other peanut butter was cheaper. But $6.28 for a jar of peanut butter. For some people that may not be a big deal, but I am very frugal, and if I can make it cheaper than that, I'm going to make it. And so today what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to be making some peanut butter, some homemade peanut butter, and I'm going to see if peanuts, just roasted peanuts turned into peanut butter, is cheaper than just buying a jar of peanut butter. So I was looking at the prices at Walmart and Menards, because that's where we usually get our peanuts. We like to eat roasted peanuts too. And for roasted or cocktail peanuts, this one's cocktail, the price for this is 35 ounces. It is $4.94 at Walmart. Okay, and that's like it's like 14 cents an ounce. And at Menards, they have this big canister of Old Mill roasted peanuts, and it is 64 ounces, and it is $8.99 for this. Now, if you get it when they have the 11% discount, it's going to be $7.99. But this would be 14 cents an ounce when it's not on sale. If it's on sale, it's going to be cheaper than that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take half of this. So I'm going to take 32 ounces of the roasted peanuts. I'm going to turn them into peanut butter, and we're going to see if that amount is more than what's in this jar. Because if it is, even though this would only be, for half of this, it would only be $4.50. If it's this much peanut butter, that means we can get this jar for $4.50 if we make it ourselves. So if it's less, we'll have to kind of do some finagling with the numbers and see. I'm not sure. I know you could do the weight, but I'm not sure the quantity as far as the jar, and so we're going to find out. So I'm going to bring you along as we do this and see what this ends up being. Okay, so all you need is a food processor with a good blade, And here is my, let's see, it's half of 64. Here's my 32 ounces of peanuts. So I'm just going to put these in my food processor. And I weighed these out to make sure I had the appropriate amount. I didn't just eyeball it because I want to get a true picture of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and then I'm going to add more as we go. And so what we're going to do is we are just going to start chopping these up, and then I'll add some more when there's more room. And you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a few to the very end, because since my husband likes it chunky, I'll just put those at the end so there'll be some big chunks in there. We're going to see what it looks like. Oh, it's starting to form into a softer, thicker, gritty peanut butter, but it's not there yet. You gotta let those oils come on out. Okay, there was a change, and let's look and see what it changed. I heard the motor sound different, and it started wobbling a little bit. Let's take a look. Oh, it's looking a little bit more oily, more like peanut butter. Okay, let's give it a check again. This has just been a couple minutes. Oh, it's looking good. It's getting creamier. Still some little chunks in there. So we're just gonna keep spinning. Let's see if there's a difference at the bottom there. Sometimes that at the bottom will smooth out quicker. Mix it up in there. All right, let's turn it back on. Oh, it's getting creamier and creamier. Now, if this was for my husband, I would probably stop it here, but since I'm going to be making this, because I don't think everybody would like the texture that this is, I'm going to keep going to get it into a smooth texture. As you see, it's getting very liquidy, and that's okay. This peanut butter will have a tendency to separate, which is fine with us because that way we know nothing has been added to it to keep it from separating. So I'm going to go ahead, let me see if, that's just about there. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and whir this around just a little bit more, and then I'm going to add these peanuts here to let some be big and crunchy inside there, and just give it a whir or two so that we'll have some chunky peanut butter. All right, let's take a look. Oh, look at that. That looks just beautiful. And it looks thinner than what you would have in a jar, but remember this is refrigerated and it will solidify really firmly in the refrigerator. It will also probably solidify. Whoops, I'm sorry, I bumped that. It will probably also solidify on the counter. It's warm because of the spinning of the blade inside there, so it's warmed up. That is so good, you guys. So good. It's better than the Smuckers. Okay, so we're going to add this. And then we're going to give it a whir to have some chunkies in there. All right, so we've got it chunky peanut butter now. That's the way he likes it right there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we have all the jars left over. We use these jars for dry goods and for freezing some stuff in. So I'm going to pour this peanut butter into this jar. It cost us $4.50 to make this, and that's with the peanuts not on sale. If they were on sale, it would be $4. So we're going to pour it in there and see how much we have. And yes, when I say pour, I mean pour. I'm getting close to the top. Don't want to lose any of that good stuff. Now, if you want it saltier, you can add more salt. This is fine for us. We don't want the extra salt. And they do have roasted honey or honey roasted peanuts that if you like honey peanut butter, you could make honey peanut butter too with those. And of course you can make any nut butter. So if you like almond butter or any of those, you could do that the same way. Okay, I'm going to set this aside and we're going to see what we got here. Okay, I've got well over this would be more than what you would have if you bought this at the store. Plus, I have this, which I'm going to see if I can give you an amount that I can eyeball here. I think this would be a half a cup. This looks like a half a cup in here. So you've got this beautiful homemade peanut butter, and it's still warm, plus a half a cup more that you could make for $4.50 or $4 using the peanuts that I just had there. Now, if you can find peanuts at other places, you can certainly find maybe some better ones. I know Sam's Club did have Planters probably for just a little bit more than the ones that I got at Menards, and they are Planters peanuts. So if you are a peanut snob and you like those peanuts, you can easily make still a better priced peanut butter with really top quality peanuts. So there we have it. We know that we can make peanut butter a lot cheaper than store-bought, and I guarantee you this is going to be a lot better than the store-bought. Hey friends, just bringing you back. I've opened up the peanut butter after having it in the refrigerator for about an hour, and wanted to show you once it's gotten a little chilled that it's thickening up nicely. And remember, we made it nice and chunky for Andy, and he came in a little while ago. That's why you see it's a little bit less peanut butter in this jar now. And he tried it and gave me a big thumbs up. So we are going to continue making this and save money and also enjoy it because it really does taste good. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my station. I would really appreciate it.